it's so often you'll talk to someone about something, and then you go to your computer, and there are ads for the thing you just talked about.
Yeah.
And Apple swears they're not letting anyone use the microphone on your phone, but how does that happen? Why don't we talk about the setup for the podcast, starting with stuff like microphones and computers, and what software to use.
Yeah, so we have a really, really lean podcasting setup. We use Rick records with a unidirectional shock-mounted microphone, and he uses whatever computer is near him at that time. So sometimes it's his home office computer, sometimes it's his FastMail office computer. Or sometimes it's somewhere else. He actually just got back from Australia, and we were having some conversations because our podcasting setup is so lean. Like, did we want to record some things even while he was over, 12 hours, 13 hours ahead of us?
Right.
So we use Squadcast to record our audio.
So is everyone separate, different locations when recording?
So we don't record in person. We find that recording through Squadcast lets us record with global guests. So because digital citizenship is such a huge topic, we didn't want to just silo ourselves to only being able to talk to people in the Philly area or only being able to talk to people who could come.
But that's where the interesting people are.
Yes, the Philly tech scene is where it's at. But yeah, so
is there tech anywhere else?
Who knows?
Yeah. Hello, do you think that it's easier to do a podcast or a live stream?
Oh, I think both are uniquely hard for different reasons, but also uniquely good for different reasons. Like you said, with a live stream, you can't take anything back. It's like the shadow, it's here. It's here to stay. We can't get rid. And with the podcast, if we were doing visual elements to that, we would have the time to, change that out. I don't know, make this wall into a green screen, do something else.
No green screens. It's real brick right here. So.
But, with live streams, I think the hard thing is that, when something goes wrong, it's a lot harder to, move and adapt to that.
On the other hand, it turns out to be the most memorable episodes,
right?
I think there are a lot of people watching for a car crash, right? What's that idiot gonna do this time, right? Love you guys. So why don't you pitch us on FastMail for a second? How's it different than Gmail?
Yeah, so, FastMail is the privacy-friendly email alternative. So if you care about privacy, you can come over to us. We offer, your full featured calendar, contacts, email, everything that you would expect from your email service. If you love labels, if you love folders, if you love all of that stuff, you'll still find it at FastMail. But, like I said, when I was talking about our values, we're not selling your data to third parties. We're not selling it to advertisers. We will never serve you advertisements in your inbox. So if you want to get away from those, ads that you see in Gmail, you can come over to FastMail and you won't get them here.
All right. Nice. And are there, native apps and stuff, or do you just work with the ones on the iPhone? Which ways work?
Yeah, we have a FastMail app that you can download on your phone, and you can, view it just like you would in an email client, like you're used to.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And our app is actually super cool because we offer custom swipes in our app. So if you
what's a custom swipe?
Yeah, if you want to change your swipes from in Gmail you have delete or whatever when you're swiping across your email and you want to make a quick action. In FastMail, you can customize 4 different swipes on your email. So if I want to send things to a specific folder, I actually have a custom swipe that's set up to send things to. This is the project that I'm working on folder, and so I can really quickly triage.
You say 2-finger swipe does this, but 3-finger swipe does that, or what's the custom
So it's a long swipe and then a short swipe right. So you can do 2 right swipes, and then it's a short swipe or a long swipe left. It's kind of a tongue twister. Yeah. But yeah, that's a really fun feature of our mobile app.
That's actually pretty cool. Let's think about that. How can I steal that for Speedify?
Because we also care about productivity. We're not going to lock you into just one workflow. We let you work the way that you want. So we give you all of the apps and features that you're expecting to see. in my FastMail account, I love using custom themes. So you can like change the colors of your inbox. Like right now, I have sort of my fall themed inbox. So when I log in, I'm looking at, orange and red colors, and I'm like, wow, it's fall.
Urban World S, does Fast offer alias email for spam email?
We do offer email aliases. We also offer masked email addresses, which is our masked email is our partnership with 1Password. We also recently launched it with Bitwarden, and it allows users to create these single-use email addresses for when they're signing up for accounts or services. Yeah, so if you don't want to have to worry about, have I been involved in a data breach so that I'm going to get 50 million emails from a bunch of things that I don't want to get emails from, if you use a single-use email address when you sign up for services, you no longer have to worry about that as a problem.
That sounds so exciting to me. Yeah, and they make it super easy. I was actually watching the video before, right? You just make a new email address and you just paste it in the form, and any emails that go to that go to you until you say, I don't want these anymore. And they just go nowhere.
It really doesn't make the sign-up process take longer at all. Like the time it would have taken me to think about which one of my email addresses I wanted to use to sign up for the site is the time it takes to generate the single-use alias.
Yeah, that's really slick. Because I hate email. I have to be honest, like my email has gotten out there, right? And so I get, 50 emails of, people trying to sell me lead services, people asking if I want to raise money, recruiters saying, are you guys hiring? Right? And like,
well, maybe it's just the universe telling you it's time to start fresh with a FastMail email account.
It might seriously be.
You can even bring in your custom domain. So if you want to be, like Alex at Speedify, you can be Alex at Speedify. You can, be any of those things. You can bring your business into your personal account.
Any advice for someone who wants to get started with a podcast?
It can be hard, but I think...
Have you thought about live streaming?
Yeah. I think, the best thing that you can do is just like jump into it and try. Because you never know if that idea that you keep writing in your notes app at like 2 a.m. is actually an idea that, you could run an amazing show on that gets thousands of viewers for, or if it's something that like you make one episode of your show about a sport that you like, and then maybe the team isn't doing well, and then maybe you don't keep doing that show. But you'll never know that if you don't just like try. And I think it's the same with video making. A lot of people say they want to make documentaries, they want to make films, they want to make some type of video content for YouTube or some other platform. And, just like getting together with your friends and trying it out and making a maybe stupid, funny video is a great way to learn like how to use the softwares and a great way to learn the basics of storytelling and how to tell a story in that medium. So just like getting out there and giving it a shot is like kind of cliche advice, but I think it can't be like understated.
Right. Yeah, get out there and do it.